Okay. Open page number 406 of your biology matters. Let's have a reading of your topic, the abiotic environment. I think so it's clear to everyone. The climate and the physical features of surrounding are part of the abiotic environment. Physical features that make up the abiotic environment include six basic physical features are light intensity, temperature, water availability, oxygen content, salinity, pH of the soil and the water. How do the physical features of the surrounding affect organism? The physical features of the surrounding determine the types of plants found in a region. Since animals rely directly or indirectly on plants for food, the animals that live in a region are determined by the plants growing in that region. Organisms found in a region are usually adapted to the physical features of their environment. This paragraph clears it to us that all organisms, either plants, either animals, they are directly dependent on the abiotic environment for their survival, and in particularly on the abiotic factors within an environment for their survival. How? Come down now. First of all, it's light intensity. Light intensity affects the rate of photosynthesis and growth in plants. I told you in my previous video that light is an important factor. If the intensity of the light is low, medium, or high, it is having a direct impact on the rate of the photosynthesis. Just consider that if you put a plant in a dark place, or if you put a plant in a moderate light intensity place, which plant will grow best? Definitely the plant with a moderate light intensity will grow best, because that plant will do the photosynthesis as compared to the plant which is kept at the dark place. So it's very clear from there. Temperature affect the rate of enzyme reaction, and therefore it affect the metabolic rate and growth of the organisms. Whatever are happening inside the organism's body, mostly reactions are dependent upon the enzymes. And if you people remember your concept of the enzymes topic, we know that at the higher ranges of the temperature, the enzymes can become deactivate, or even the enzymes can become D-shaped. So they will not work best at the very high temperature range, or even at the very low temperature range. The enzyme can work best around 28 to 30 for the plants, and even the same temperature ranges are for the different animals. It's mostly for our if you talk about the humans, the enzymes which work best at in the organisms is at a body temperature, for example 37 degrees Celsius. Now come down. Water availability. Water is an important for survival of all living things. It is the main component of protoplasm. Protoplasm means a cell. It is a main component of a cell. So every vital activity of the cell is dependent upon the water. Some animals are specially adapted to live in arid desert-like region. Arid region is which region? Desert-like regions. Desert animals such as camel can survive for many days without drinking. Deserts have comparatively long loops of fennel in their kidneys. Most of the water filtered is reabsorbed by the kidney. The urine of the desert rats is relatively concentrated. So basically, if some animal or a plant is living in a particular environment, for example desert, so they are adapted their bodies in such a way so that they can survive in that higher temperature region there. Come to the other one, oxygen content. Oxygen is needed for the aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration releases energy for cells activities such as the active transport of mineral salts. Plants living in the oxygen poor soil usually have special adaptation to obtain the amount of oxygen needed. For example, mangrove plants have their roots buried in oxygen poor mud. They have special breathing roots called nematophores that project above the mud surface. These roots have openings for gas exchange. It's a specific plant which is living at a muddy place. means where that plant is growing, it's a muddy soil. So you people know that if the soil is overwatered, it's even not a good soil for the proper aeration, for the exchange of gases of the plant's body parts. So that's why the plants which are living at such places, they are having this special adaptations of the roots which are above the soil, and they can easily do the gaseous exchange there. Oxygen diffuses into these openings to the whole root system of the plant. So this is the, I think so, example of such uh, f- a, a mangrove plant.